would like to model this whole thing. I think I showed you this before, but that's not going to happen right now. Instead, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to model this thing here, which is either an MRI or a CAT scan machine. And I'll model this medical piece of equipment, and maybe this, and maybe a few of the other items. All right, so some of it's basic modeling, some of it's challenging. I like the challenge of trying to figure out how I would model things that are not too complicated for me at this point. But still, how would I do it, and how would it look in 3D? So this is what I envision modeling. So I'm over here in Blender. I'm still in 2.79. It's much more comfortable with that. In cycles, the screencast keys are on. Delete everything. 3D cursor's right in the middle. And I'm going to give it a shot. My son is trying to sleep in the back there. He's a noisy little boy, and we'll see if he needs attention or if he's just blowing off some steam. So I'm going to bring in a circle. I'll go with 24 vertices. So that's the front. Right, so I'm going to rotate X90. That's the front view. And that's the side view. Alright, what do we got to do? So I know. So I'm going to extrude this out. I think I want to E and Alt S. Bring it all in like that. Flip the polys. Is that the thickness that I want? I think I want more. So I'm going to take these faces and I'm going to Alt S more. Well, I don't want it too much. Something like that. And then what? I'll grab both. I'll come in a bit more. And then I'm going to put an edge loop here. And I'll try to just pull that in. I think we'll make it a bit wider. What I'll do is I'll put one here and Control B. Bring that in for that part. Bless you. Let's try subdivision and see where we're getting to. We'll need a bunch. There. really gonna see the back, but it's still worth fixing up. Okay. Let's go with that. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take that line right there, and I'll bring the 3D cursor right there. Yeah, that's what I wanted. And then bring it a plane, rotate Y90, scale down. Those little boxes on the side. Oh, they are quite wide, aren't they? It's gonna have to go in like that and get rid of that back face after. I do want a bit of thickness because I'm going to put a pipe coming out of it. Thinking for this one, I could maybe get away just with the bevel. I'm hoping. So that was there. Seems to have quieted down for now. We'll see. He's tough. He's very tough. Tougher than my daughter was. That's for darn sure. Okay, so what I would then do, I'm going to select this piece, Shift D, P to break it out. Got that piece there. Go in, vertex, select them, Alt M, merge at center. So I got a point right there. Extrude out. Comes out, up. How high? Pretty much the height of that. Doesn't have to be exactly the same. Out. How far? Yeah, a good distance, so that I can put that screen there. How far down? To around the middle of that. Not quite the middle. Very similar to that. Okay, I'm going to select the points that I want to curve or bend. I'm going to go Control Shift B, pull back, and I'm going to put 2 points, roll my mouse up to 2. So that's my basic pipe. And I can lengthen these later. Okay. Object mode, you can see it there. Alt C, convert to a curve. Over in the curves dialog, choose full, increase the bevel, increase the resolution. I'm going to change this to 4 in case I convert it to a mesh. I'll hit smoothing. I'll also put on subdivision surface of 1 for now. Now this is a little bit close to there, so I'm actually going to take it and just move it to there. Is that what it looks like? Oh, it looks like it attaches to the back of this, not the top. In which case, that would be cool. What if I came forward? See, now that I've converted it to a curve, it may not go very well. No, I don't like that, so I'm going to attach it to the top. I'm okay with that. But I'm going to actually reduce this to 30. I'll come over here and I'll select that point, Shift S, cursor to selected, bring the 3D cursor there. And yeah, I'm going to bring in another plane. Rotate X90. Scale it. My polys are flipped, that's okay. And I'll get the approximate width of this thing I wanted to attach. Well, I could potentially. I think I could. What if I can? No, if I convert back to a mesh. Not really going to see the back very much. So, what if I? See, here's the thing. If I now do this, I don't get a nice transition. I could try to mess around with subdividing this, taking the point down here, and I could try to get a better curve. Do another one there. Oops. Did I get one? No, I want to move it back. I got those two. It's not the nicest. It's the nicest transition. Well, there is one in there. All right. Anyways, that's pretty good for what it is we want to do. All right, so I'll take this. Let's give it some thickness right away. Flip the polys and let's just see. It's not that great. See, doesn't look like it's ahead of that, but that's got to be the way it works. It's got to be, isn't it? Yeah, it's all right anyhow. I was thinking let's just try putting that same bevel on there. Triangle, see if hit inset, come in like this. I'll come in just a tiny bit. And that could be my monitor. And then what we would do is come over here, grab that point and bring the 3D cursor right there. And I'll bring in another circle. I'll go with 24, I don't care. It's gonna be, no, I should care a little bit. So I'll bring in a circle, not a cube. Okay, slow down. That circle, I'm gonna go with 16. I'm gonna go with 18 and not use a subdivision surface. Rotate X90. And then hit the period key to zoom in. E and S, and I'm just going to come in like that. Flip the polys. Bevel this. Maybe with 2, and now I hit smoothing, and hopefully from a distance it's going to be fine. I'll make it a bit thicker so it's a bit more pronounced. Alright, and I'll take this. It's at the origin of geometry. Shift D. Move it over here. Put it on the back as well. Just, I don't know, for completion's sake. Alright, let's stop screwing around here. JX 180. Where's the front? Where's the back? There we go. Let's look in wireframe. Just looking at this blue part here and trying to center it up roughly. Alright, it's alright. So I got that. Cool. Now we're going to mirror this piece here. No, we don't like that. Which one is it? X, of course. Alright, gonna have that there. And for this, I was thinking if I just do that and don't change the bevel really, what if I just work on this area here? And for that, I was thinking I would do this. I'll leave it as 32. Didn't want it covered. For what I'm going to do. For what I'm going to do, and you are not going to like it. It's going to look good, but you're not going to like it. Well, some of you won't. Okay, so that black or that blue square shows my area. I'm going to apply rotation and scale just in case. And hit array in the Y. And that's going to be 0. Maybe I'll go for 6. Let's not delete what we just did. Alright, let's do another array now. And do that one in the Z. So what's this one? 1.8. In the Z, probably minus 1.8. Yeah. Get rid of that. Minus 1.8. Yeah, that might be all right there. Let's go ahead and apply both of those. And then I'm going to look and see how far that's in. So we got mirror there. Okay, let's do this. Let's try a Boolean up near the top. Yeah, I lose a lot of my bevel, won't I? Let's just hide those. So I can get some really nice holes. So let's back off for a moment before I do that. Okay. Let's not do that yet. Let's delete that for now. I want to do something else first. And that is, I want to take this and I'm going to inset. I'm going to come out. I'm going to take this one, Shift D, scale in the Z, and in the Y. Pull this down, extrude out, and I want to see how much, I want to make sure I can see that. Let's look at a little drawer or some little cupboard of some sort. if I really wanted to, I could get rid of that one face, and then I could rotate Y 180, make sure it's attached. I still have my bevel there. You know, I just wanted something else there. I'm not really going to see this probably from the angle I render it, so I can add little bolts if I want to. So maybe at this point what I'll do is I will apply my bevel. Alright, so I at least got the bevel stamped in. That should be on both sides. Yeah, it is. And then I'll come back here. Just got the mirror. And then I'll do my evil Boolean. I'll get my holes. And then what I was thinking, let's bring those back. I'm going to delete those. And yeah, it's pretty. What if I was to take these, each center hole? Can I do select similar normal? No. Okay. There would probably be one I could do, but I'm not going to mess around. This is pretty ugly. It'd be very hard to texture this, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm not going to have to worry about that. Let's go to individual origins so I can scale each of these individually. And I'm just going to go, S. I don't care if it goes deeper or whatever. Okay, so I got that. Now I really would like to get the edges. Yeah, it's going to be a pain in the ass. What if I don't know if this could work, but I'll try it. Actually, wait a second. It might be possible. Okay, I now have to deselect all this crap. There might be a select similar. Alright, here's what I was hoping to do. Let me give it a try on this. Control plus. No, not that much. And, no, I might not be able to do this like this. Okay. I want to bevel that outer edge. And I may have no choice but to go through this. This is definitely a problem with doing it this way. But if you had the time, I'll just show you what I was going to do, and then I could go ahead and do it on my own. I'll just go and do all of these. I'll do that and I'll deselect later. Some of them will just be selected easier. Just the outer edge, that's all. Sometimes you just have to click near it, and Blender knows. Not even clicking right on the line. So these ones are easy. Or so I say. This may or may not bevel nicely, but if it works, then it's fine. It's fine to do it this way. If this is what you have to do. Not animating. Deselect all these. Now I could miss the bottom. I could save this as a vertex group, and I could reselect them if I lose my selection. I should probably do that. Let us pray. Not necessarily the right way to do this, but I'm doing it. A little bit less, holding shift. 1. I'll go for 2. My smoothing's going to be all weird if I put smoothing on. But I get that. All right. And from a distance, it catches a lot more light. I'm only putting a basic material on this. It's going to look just fine. All right. Is it a problem? Not for me. Not for what I'm doing. Okay. Like it or not, it's done. But 20,000. Okay. What's next? The base. Now, I don't think I'm going to do it as the same piece. I think I'm going to do a separate piece. Yeah. Darn it. It's okay. Extrude it down. I guess I could get rid of that one face. Not that it's going to make any big difference at all. It looks a little bit like it comes out. A little bit like it does this. I don't know if I like that. I suppose I do. Let's grab some with a bevel. All right. Like that for now. Now, if I take this and I extrude to make the base, it may or may not work as well. Actually, it looks a bit like the base comes right off this, like this. E and SX. You know, it looks continuous. So you could take that and you could scale it in the X to 0 to straighten that. SX 0. SX0. Let's just have a look at this. We could just go with that, I suppose. How wide is that? It's not quite that wide. Okay, that's easy to fix. Grab that face and that one. SX, bring it in. So there's the front. I'm going to rotate Z 180 so that my whole model is facing the front. And bring it up so it looks like it's resting on the ground there. Pretty close. So that's the front, right? There's the front. Now to the side. Yeah, okay. There's the other side. Actually, let me look. This, yeah, okay. Actually, I can move it more towards the middle. Well, I'll put it here because I'm going to bring in the bed. Okay, so now this thing. Alright, so let's just bring the cursor right back to the middle. Shift A, match plane, and we'll shape the bed. Scale in the X. How wide is it relative to the base of that? A little smaller than the base there. Mine may not flare out as much as the others, so let's scale this in the Y. Think about how long this bed would be. I'm looking at the base here. always adjust it later, but all right, I'm going to put 2 edge loops pretty much central, I think. Well, I'm going to scale them in the Y a little bit. I'm going to put another 2. Oh. Scale them in the Y. Like this. That's good enough for me to grab these edges. Scale in the X. And then I'll scale in the Y a bit more, and I'll do that to get that shape. Okay, hang on. Do this the old-fashioned way. Thick those cushions. Yeah, okay. Too much. Put 1 loop in there. Select that middle edge. And just S. Go back. S. Nope. I'll do Alt S instead. It'll still work. Just, it won't look too realistic, but it looks fine to me. Just try to decide if I want to do something else. Find this thin. this piece. It's also sharp. All right, anyhow. But I want to do something else here than just that. So, I'm going to take, say, maybe this piece, shifty it, and bring it out, scale it down, break it out. Edit mode, vertex, select all down, merge at center to get 1 point. Bring it up. Okay. I'm gonna move this over a little bit. Yeah. And in E. Come out. E. And come out here. E. I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna create a bar. E. I can just keep going. I'm just gonna eyeball it roughly. And I can line up vertices, like I can hold, I can put that one there, and I can go to snap to vertex, pull it down to that level, and then let's turn it off for a second. E, bring it in, and I want it to go the same. So pull that way to that one, and E back on. Okay. All right, now I'm going to select all the areas that I want to bend. Control Shift B, pull 1, I'll put 2. Do I have 2? 1, 2. Enough. Alt C, curve, full, bevel, resolution, smoothing, and subdivision. Okay, so that's not exactly how I want it yet. That's closer. Take these two, Shift D, bring them down. P, I can break that out. Take, yeah, those two. Scale in the Y, and I'll make this one narrower. I don't want it at the same level as the bed. What happened there? I want it there. I'll go up to 28. I'll bring that up to 24. I don't want it too close to the curve, but I want it visible. Now when I render this, you're not going to see the bottom very well, but I'll put those things there once I'm happy with it. Okay. Let's try to mirror this. There we go. And that piece. I'll do it around this. Say origin geometry, cursor selected. Let's take off that. Let's take this. Say origin of 3D cursor. mirror it, and I think we got it better. Let's take that out of there. Let's try it for this. So the origin of the 3D cursor, that thing. Mirror it, and we got it better. All right. Now I think they're too high. Maybe I do want it in line with the bed. Yeah, I think maybe I do. Not that you could grab that bar anymore. And now the end is near. So now what I could do is I could bring these all up. Okay, I could do that. And I could try and see what it looks like with this piece here. You know, does it work? Does it or doesn't it? This is a small detail, not even going to see it. I'm going to probably render from there, but in case you did, you could do something like that. I don't know if I like it. I don't know that I'm going to, well, maybe I will put them in the back. What if I join those? They're there. This point, I can raise everything if I want to a little bit. It might be easier to just take everything, not everything, meaning all of this stuff. Guys, up to about there. I just don't like this piece. But anyways, I'm going to take all of this stuff, and if I have everything, I'm going to Control G, make it a group. Yeah, I got everything. Shift G, group, and bed. Okay. So that's basically that. There we go. Only took us almost an hour to do that. I feel like there should be some stuff there. And son of a gun, I know it's part of the theme, but I just don't like that. I mean, it looks okay there. So what's wrong with mine? deep enough angle. How much in front and behind does it project? Sort of under the bed. I'm just going to finish up the manipulation of this, and then I'm going to leave it at that. It is what it is. I'd love to put other little greebles and little things, but I think that's basically it. Now, what I would be doing is, cursor back there, I'm going to be bringing in a plane, S10, let's say. I think that this thing maybe needs to come down. Let's see you. No, maybe not. You could lose your bottom face. Let's look at that guy, but I think maybe you are down on the ground. I'm just not seeing it. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is, let's bring in a sun, first of all. Make you 0.4. And strength of 3. I'm going to leave you as white for now. Okay. This basic material, you're going to be principled. I'm going to change the roughness to 0.3. Metallic to 0.2. And clear coat to 0.3. Let's just try that. I'm just going to call this white. And basically everything, I don't care about this. I'm going to go Control L, materials. Do that again. Select that last, Control L, materials. Sun hopefully doesn't get that material. This is going to be floor. And I'm going to come into the node editor, not that T and T. Node editor. There's my floor. I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to Shift D, copy that, and Shift. Okay. Shift S. I'll change that to texture brick. And I'll throw that in here. And switch over to material. Assign it. And I'm going to make the width and the height the same. And I want offset of 0. And scale of 8. And I'm just going to mess around here. No, I was right in the first place. Motor size 0.01. We want to start with that, are we? Oh no, we're going to need to color pick very, very, very soon. We're not going to go with that kind of floor exactly. let's do this. Let's open that up. Set this as a UV image editor. And open that. I'm not doing the same floor. I want this blue. Okay. So I'm going to split that again. Okay. Maybe for this one, I'll hit that. Go for that for now. Although this is, yeah, it's one a bit more pale. Okay, that's okay for now. And we'll do another one here. I can do it from scratch here. I'll just do principal. And it's going to be metallic of 0.2, roughness of 0.3, and a clear coat of 0.3. I think that's what I had. And I want to do this. Okay, so I'm going to call this blue. And I come in here. And I'm going to shift alt and click there, expand my selection by 1, plus find that blue. That might be a little bit too crazy, but it'll be alright. I want that. I'm going to make this just that blue. Now that may not be a good color for a material for a bed. Alright, so that kind of thing. Okay, I'm just doing that. And then, I'm going to need another one here. I'm just going to make this diffuse. I'm going to click new. I'm going to get rid of this. Alright, and I'm just going to choose a blue. Sort of. Maybe like that. I'm going to hit assign. Okay. I'll work on the floor later. I'm going to bring in a Hemi, which I know is not supported in cycles. It's treated like a sun. I really like them. This is what my thing is starting to look like. Bring in a camera. In. And lock camera view. Zero to look through it. Start framing my shot. Home button. I'm going to make the world a little bit lighter. Well, that's fine like that. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm going to bring in one more lamp. Just an area light. Scale it. Rotate X. And make this maybe possibly 20. And I think I'll make the sun a bit yellow, the Hemi a bit blue. Leave the other one. That may not be the right position for them, but take it back about the world. I want this kind of Stark look. Tony Stark. look. All right, let's just set this up and see what it starts to look like. I'm going to go for 75. Sampling, I'm going to go for 250. And denoising. I'm going to let this run, and then we'll have a quick look at it, and that'll be that. And just before I actually render this, I realized I missed something here, and that's this cutaway. So I'm going to select this. And I'm going to Shift Alt and click that. Well, I may have some difficulties doing this now. Maybe not though. Control B and do that. I'll put one edge dip in there. Shift Alt and get that. I'll try just Alt S. Do it like that. I'll bring an edge loop down there and up there. Just do that. Okay, got my lights on another layer, my camera on another layer now. And of course, let us not forget there is a bit of a light on top there. Let's select that. Bring cursor to selected. I'll go for 24. Scale it in and use grid fill. Bevel this. I'm not going to put that material. We'll just do a similar red one. Decide if I'm going to do something different later. What am I doing? What am I doing? 0.2 on that one. I'm just going to make it reddish. I can do other stuff. All right. Okay, we'll render that. All right, here's how she's looking so far. I made a couple of changes. I put a subdivision surface on this and brought in some edge loops just to tighten it up here and there. I changed this to a diffuse blue, and I mean obviously you could put textures on this, change the color of the floor a little bit, and I think we did that together. This might look better with a subdivision surface as well, similar to this. I might consider that for later on. And anyways, there's that piece of equipment. What we'll do is we'll just go on, and I'll do this if I can, and we'll just place them around the room, and that's another one I did. There it is. And that'll be that. So some of the pieces don't even show those little circles down there and the one behind and that. But it's just from the angle we took it at. But cool. That was pretty easy to do and fun. And I can't wait to get some other pieces in there and have this kind of stark look to it. All right, so thanks a lot for watching.